Hey, thanks for clicking on my video. If this video helps you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It is greatly appreciated and it really helps. Let's get to the video. How can we write a repeating decimal as a fraction using the idea of an infinite geometric series? Well, we're going to take a look in this video. We have three different examples of different repeating decimals. Number one, notice we just have 0.7 repeating. Number two, 0.72 repeating, and then number three, 0.625 repeating. So we have the tenths place repeating, the hundredths, and then the thousandth, and let's get into it and see how we can do this. So if I want to write this as an infinite geometric series, one thing I could do is break apart my repeating decimal. So let's say the first term is 0.7, and then we're going to add 0.07 plus 0.007, right, so on and so forth. So if we look at our series here, our first term would be 0.7. So if we use our equation, S of n is equal to 0.7 over, and then 1 minus r. Well, to go from 0.7 to 0.07, we are just multiplying by 0.1, right? So if I put that in here, 1 minus 0.1, then we can go ahead and figure out our repeating decimal as a fraction. So we have 0.7 over 0.9. We don't want to have a decimal in our fraction, so let's move that decimal over once to the right. If we do that to the denominator, we have to do that to the numerator. So we're going to get our sum of 7 over 9. And so 7 over 9 would be our fraction here that would result in a repeating decimal of 0.7 repeating. Okay? All right, let's take a look at number two. Virtually going to do it the same way. So we're going to go ahead and write 0.72 plus 0. But now this time we need to leave two decimal places, right? So 0.0072 and then 0.00072. Okay? So now once again, our first value or our first term of the sequence is 0.72. So now we could say 0.72 divided by 1 minus. And now this time we are multiplying by 0.01. So 0.01. So now we can simplify this, 0.72 over 0.99. Once again, we don't want to have a decimal, so let's move the decimal twice to the right. So now we have 72 over 99. And if we notice, we can reduce that because both those numbers are divisible by 9. And we're going to get a final fraction of 8 over 11. So 8 over 11, if we type that in our calculator, we're going to get 0.72 repeating. And our last example, number three, we're going to start off and write 0.625 plus 0.000625 plus 0.0000062 and 5. And obviously that's going to continue on going forward. So now we can use our equation. So our first term would be 0.625. Now we're going to divide by 1 minus 0.001. Okay? All right, so now we see 0.625 in our numerator, and now we're going to have 0.999 in our denominator. Once again, we don't want to have that decimal, so let's move the decimal 3 places to the right to get our final fraction of 625 over 999. Okay, so in my previous teaching career, I actually taught 8th grade math in the state of Tennessee, and this is one of the things we did. We wrote repeating decimals as fractions. So you're seeing this in Algebra 2 or whatever class you may be taking right now that this video popped up for you on YouTube. But if you want to see how I did this back, one of my first videos that I ever did, no technology whatsoever, I'll put that video, I'll put the card to that, or on my end screen here. The video that you can go and click on that and see kind of how much my videos have changed over the course of my time here on YouTube. So thanks for watching this video. Hope this helps.